Hello guys, this is totally unexpected but not unplanned video because I decided to make this video because I wanted to let everyone know this little story. No, not little, big story, big memory, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So, I mean, it's really hard for me to speak right now, but I will try my best. You know that I'm an animal person, and in my whole life I've never had anyone, any human being, even my parents, which is really true. Like, no one could understand me and feel everything I feel. Like, so deep and so much like my animals do. On March 1st, at 2, on March 1st, I've recorded 5 different videos, and never have I ever imagined that something like that could happen, like 5 hours later, the same day. And because it was so calm, and even while recording the videos, they were there with me, both of them, and they were sleeping. Everything was really calm, and I never imagined something like that could happen. This video, of course, you don't know what videos I'm talking about, since I haven't deleted or posted any of them. This is a video that you're going to see on my channel soon enough. A few hours later, at 8 p.m. As many of you know, I have 2 pets. One is a bunny, you've seen him, and another one is little parrot, Budgie. Bunny's name is Louis. My bird's name is Baro. Yes, it's Korean like name. I came up with it. I really wanted to name that. I really like that. And after naming it, I remembered only after naming him in 2011. And I was choosing the name that Baro is the nickname of a member of B1A4, the rapper Baro. Yeah, I even said that they look like a little. You've seen him in one of my videos that I explain about my rare applause. At 8 p.m. on March 1st, suddenly, when he came out of the cage, after just 2 minutes, he went back to his cage and started vomiting. I didn't understand the reason, but it did happen to me before. The last time was in 2016, September. I wanted to go to vet, but my parents said that I don't need to, that it'll be okay. We gave him some I don't know how to call it in English, what it's called, the red thing that it really helps, you know, anyway, yeah, that usually that calmed him down and it really helped before. This time, usually he was vomiting his food. This time it was just white vomit, and he barely actually spit it out. He was trying, but he couldn't. That kind of feeling. And I was watching. I didn't know what to do. I tried to do some massage. I tried to feed him water. He was okay for a few seconds, but then again he was suffering. Continuously vomiting without splitting. And yeah, then the birds vomiting, you should never let them out of the cage. It could be really dangerous, because they could fly, can harm themselves. My bird is like, first of all, he's really smart. He's a little genius, and he had so much accidents before, like flying into the wall really fast. He was just like Iron Man. He's really strong. After he went to the cage and I started, he came out again, and again went in, and I tried to close it, but he wanted to. I didn't stop him. He got out of the cage and he didn't want to go in. After that, I was trying to put it in because I was afraid that he could really harm himself, because he was a little bit weak because of the vomiting. And he tried to, literally tried to get away from me. He didn't want me to touch him or be near him. He flew to the other side of the room. There, on his cage. He's on the floor. He barely managed to flat. He barely managed to sit. You see this? I don't know if you see this. Here, this. He barely managed to sit here, and after that, he barely managed, because he couldn't fly. His wings were weak. Managed to go. He fell down, barely holding on to his wings, that kind of there. That I came to him. I wanted to take him and put him on the cage. He ran real quickly under this cage, and I couldn't get him for a few minutes. He was running away from me. He was hiding from me. I did manage to take him out of there, but he with little stick, it's his stick, wooden stick, but he didn't let me put in. He flew himself with all his might. He flew on his cage, and yeah, he went into the cage. No, he didn't went to the cage. I came and he let me touch him. With my finger, he sat on my finger and I put it in the cage, and after that again he tried to hide from me. He went down in the cage, and he was trying to hide from me. I didn't understand the reason. I didn't understand why. I was just afraid. I didn't understand what's happening, and I didn't know what to do. He was hiding, and when of course, I stepped away from the cage, but then I did come closer to check on him. He was trying to climb up, and because he didn't have the power to hold on in his little, he fell every time trying to climb up. That's why I never came too close to the cage, but I needed to check on him. Then he didn't. My mom came and we tried to feed him some water and the thing that calmed him down before and helped him with vomiting. But he didn't vomit at the time. He was feeling the same sick. It's the same. He felt sick, but he barely moved. At the bottom of the cage, he like lay down on his stomach in the corner of the cage. Yeah, and when I came more closer to check on him, he was trying to hide under the there's a little paper under the paper that we used for his cage. He didn't want me to see him. I didn't understand why. And the situation was becoming harder and harder for him, and I was trying to call. It was already night. He was suffering like that for a few hours, and I tried to call different kind of words, the closest to us. Every single one of them. It's so inhuman and so horrible to live in a country that you I managed to contact three vets that are closest to us. Every single one of them said no. And what was the worst of that every single person that I talked to, it was not 9 hours work. They were all drunk. And it was the vet. The emergency calls could come in, but I guess they didn't care. I begged for help, but they couldn't. We can't, that's it. I explained the situation, but they just repeated the same shit, and that's it. What could I say more? Why wasting time on that more? Every single call that I made, it took me a few minutes, and every time I was checking, after every minute I was checking on him, and the breathing was more... He was more harder and harder for him to breathe. He was like in the corner. And he didn't want me to see him. I wasn't with him when he took his last breath. I came just a few seconds later into the room and I saw him. My angel, he went to the heaven. He was running away. He was trying to hide so that I wouldn't see him leaving. He knew that he was going away. and it was time for him. He decided to leave me. And after that I found out that something really horrible was going to happen to me and my bird. He took that to himself and left to save me. I shouldn't be crying because he left to save me, and every tear just brings pain to him, and I know that for him to be at peace, I must be at peace too. I know that, but it's really hard. I'm trying really hard. I wanted to share this with you guys. I want to know the whole world how much I love him. He came into my life one of the hardest times. It was December 2011. It was right after the little fish, blue magical fish. I lost him, and Baro, he came into my life. How should I put this? It was a gift from a God. He was a gift from a God. He was my angel, my guardian angel. When we went to choose a bird, there were a lot of birds, a lot of larges. He was the one that instantly they're afraid. They're really afraid when they see someone really close to them, you know. All the birds are, especially when they're the smallest breed, the budgies. They were all afraid, of course. He was the one who came to me. There was instant connection between us. I instantly chose him. He came to me. He chose me. He was my angel. That bird saved my life. He gave so much to me. And he gave so much meaning to my life. Thanks to him, I managed to live, not give up on myself. And he left, saving me till the end. Every day, no matter how hard it was, the hardest day, my tears, every single thing that I went through, he felt it all. He made me go through it. He helped me, he made me happy. He was the reason of my happiness. And I don't know if you see, and he and I know that he's still here with us. Many people maybe not believe, but I believe him because it's true. He didn't leave me, and I feel like I'm hurting him with these tears. I'm trying very hard not to cry. It's March 3rd. Today, he's free and happy, even though he might not be at peace because of me, but I'll try hard. To calm myself, because I know that he's still there. He's in heaven and he's still with me. the connection between us, it wasn't just simple. I mean, as I said, he was the first one, and then Louis came into my life. They were the only beings out there that could understand and feel everything I feel. No one ever could understand, no one ever. Not any of my family members. It's completely true, no matter how strange it sounds. And I do not expect every one of you to understand this. But I'm still sharing this. Because that my Baro meant the world to me. He was my heart. My angel, who came into my life to make me happy, to bring love. And his light, he lighted my life with his magic of his word. And now, till the end, he saved me, and he left to the beautiful place. But he's still guarding me. My angel, my guardian angel. He's still here, I can feel it. I can't see it, but I can feel it. Sometimes I can't even hear him. I've been planning for a long time to leave this place. I mean, like a long time. It's not like I hate this country, but I actually do now, I think, because it's inhuman, everything they do. It's not the only country that do this, but at least, you know, in places like America and Europe, you can find that support, especially when it comes to animals. Every place has dirt, and it's not like I'm saying that Russia is a dirty place, not at all. But it's disgusting. It's not my place. It's not my animal's place. I've learned this a long time ago, but I guess I'm too weak, because I didn't work much to do that. And the fact of leaving my parents here is another hard thing for me. But I did plan, and I'm still planning. I plan to go to Korea with my babies, and I will still go. It's really hard. My heart hurts. It hurts so much. Because I can feel him, even hear him sometimes. But no matter how much I look for him, I can't see him. And it happened so fast. So fast, he left so fast. I didn't expect it. I didn't notice anything. For the past few days before it happened, he was really calm. He was sleeping more, not eating well. He never had a very, great appetite. I would say for food, I mean, there are certain things we really enjoyed and loved. Like apples or carrots, he really loved it a lot. But that few days, he barely ate something. I mean, of course, I changed his water and his food every day, and he was jumping right into it, eating and then going drinking. That was like that, and he was eating. But that last day, he didn't eat even a bit. I mean, I didn't notice. And I looked at the food that was left. I didn't notice that something was wrong. I felt something, but I couldn't. I should have known better. I should have done something much earlier. The thing is, this place, when it comes to animals like dogs and cats, there's a lot of places, because the first animals here, that people love and take care of, it's dogs and cats. Yeah, they're the popular pets here. But bunnies too, but not as much, of course. And birds too, again, not as much. I mean, if comparing with how this kind of animals are treated in Germany, for example, or in Asia, in Japan, in Korea, it's incomparable, of course. He came into my life bringing happiness and love until the end. I love him so much. He's a piece of me. He's my heart. Every day, always. I'm going to stop my speech here, because I'm afraid that it's going to become even more harder for me if I continue this. I just wanted to share a little bit how much he meant to me, how much he means to me, who he was in my life and who he is in my life, still and always. Always. Now I'll play a little bit video I made with memories from 2011 to 2017. Baro, Armenian. That was Armenian. Thank you for watching, guys. Please pray for my bird and for every single animal out there. They deserve so much more than we do.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Magical talent.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Just when I see you again.
first you both go out your way, and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
There's a place out there for us, more than just a prayer, or anything you've ever dreamed of. So when you feel like giving up, 'cause you don't fit in down here, fear is crashing in. Close your eyes and take my hand, yeah. We could be the kings and queens of anything if we believe. It's written in the stars that shine above. A world where you and I belong, where faith and love will keep us strong. Exactly who we are is just enough. There's a place for us. There's a place for us. When the water meets the sky, where your heart is free and hope comes back to life. When these broken hands are whole again, we'll find what we've been waiting for. We were made for so much more. We could be the kings and queens of anything if we believe. It's written in the stars that shine above. A world where you and I belong, where faith and love will keep us strong. Exactly who we are is just enough. There's a place for us. There's a place for us. So hold on, hold on.
Hello?
There's a place
Hello?
for
Je m'en fous un petit peu.
us. We can be the kings and queens of